All right, so this is a video with Apollo, and we're just going to go through the backing lessons. So there's 4, there's A through D. So this first one is just backing away from halter pressure. So I'm just putting like 2 fingers, like my thumb and my pointer finger on the halter, and just kind of barely pulling back toward his chest, and he's moving off of it really well. So as soon as he like leans back, I'm releasing. So he did that a couple times, so I'm moving on real fast to backing away with the whip, and then I'm just holding it. I'm standing to the side and I'm holding it not parallel to him, but I'm hitting it in front of him and then just having him move away from it. I just lift it and then I like shake it back and forth, and then I release as soon as he leans or takes a step back, and then I'll cluck and I'll give him a treat as soon as he steps back. So when he steps back and I release my whip, I'm also clucking at the same moment, and then I'll give him his treat. It's like right there. That's what I did. I don't think you can hear the cluck on this video because I'm kind of far away. But you can tell when his ears kind of pop up. So the third one is backing away from rep pressure from the front. So I'm standing directly in front of him, and then the whip is more like I'm holding it like a ski pole, and I'm just kind of moving my wrist so it goes toward him and away from him. And right here, he's thinking that I want him to move sideways, which he also knows how to do. But I just keep asking. I had to bring him back into frame here, but I just keep asking until he gives me the correct thing, and then I'll cluck and reward him. So there he was, gave me a few good steps, release. Ask again. He's still a little confused, and I'm just saying, hey, don't go that way. And then I completely release. The most important thing here is that you just keep asking until you get it. Don't get harder, don't get softer. Just keep asking, because he's just confused. He thinks I want him to do sideways because it is a similar whip cue. But just keep asking the same, and then just kind of help use your lead rope to block, and then he'll figure out the right answer and then reward that right answer, and then they'll get it. Still a little confused here. There it goes. So I'm just kind of standing straight up, and then I lift my whip, and then I do this back and forth toward his chest, and then I stop my cues when he backs up. And I'm just asking for a step at first, and then I'll build on that. So like if you're starting out from the very beginning, you're just gonna do maybe a lean of weight backwards, and then I would release and cluck at the same time, give him his positive reinforcement, and then I would go on to backing up 1 step, backing up 2 steps, and so on until you can back up however many steps you'd like. So this is the 4th one, backing away from rhythmic pressure, which is the lead rope pressure. So I'm just going to start off to the side here, my arm straight, and I'm just going to wiggle the lead rope with my wrist, then my forearm and my entire arm, and then I will take a step toward him. And then you can continue that, and you can use the end of the lead rope to smack him on the chest, or you can pick up a stick and also smack him on the chest with that. But I like this lesson last because most horses don't like it, obviously. But it is nice to have the horse know, and you can be really light and just get him out of your space really quickly. So there he was really light. That was good. But lots of horses push into that kind of pressure, so it's just good for them to know not to. So you lean back, I clucked, and then I released, or rewarded. It's just important that you have your release and your cluck at the same time. So you're getting double reward. So he gets a release of pressure with the negative reinforcement, and he gets the marker signal through the positive reinforcement, which tells him that he's going to get a treat. But I always want to start with the lightest pressure, so I just start with my wrist. I count to, I think I'm counting to 3 or 4. It really depends on your horse. So like if you have a sensitive horse, like I would maybe count a little longer. If you have a lazy horse, I would count a little shorter and kind of get stronger with them faster. Or if you have a more advanced horse, like you know this, he knows this lesson, I'd be like, okay, 1, 2, 3, okay, and then increase the pressure until he gives you what you want, because he knows the lesson and he just kind of doesn't want to do it. So I'm wiggling my wrist, and there he backed up really nice. And then you'd phase out the positive reinforcement, and then he can just do it whenever you ask.